If your rose plant is also showing such type of black branches, it is suffering from the dieback disease that can be fatal for the plant. So keep watching because now we will see how to treat rose dieback disease step by step, and don't forget to subscribe. Dieback disease is a common problem that can appear on a rose plant and some other plants as well. In this problem, the rose branch starts to turn black and continues to spread down to the plant. And as it reaches the trunk part, the plant starts to die. All the leaves falls off and it's very hard to save such type of a fatal infection. The infection travels back toward the trunk, that's why it's called as dieback disease. The black part of the branch is dead and can't be revived again, but the green part of the rose plant can be saved by following a few easy steps. Rose dieback disease is majorly caused by a fungus that can enter the plant from various sources, like the use of infected cutters, infected soil mix and much more can trigger this thing. The infected plant can also spread this fungus to other plants, so it's very important to solve this issue. The chance of a successful dieback treatment will be much higher if you can identify the problem timely. It's very simple. If any branch of your rose plant is turning black or brownish, that means it have the infection. And now you can follow these simple steps to cure this problem. The first step to treat dieback disease is to remove the infected parts of the plant. The branches that are black, you have to remove them so the infection don't go further inside the plant. It's simple, just take a disinfected cutter and make a cut 1 inch below the blackish rose branch. Now the branch is most probably free of infection and the fungal attack doesn't spread any further in the plant. Don't use this cutter on any other healthy rose plant until you disinfect it. It's extremely important to clean your cutter. You can do that with the help of hydrogen peroxide. It's also linked in the video description to buy. The second step of rose dieback treatment is about its soil mix. Rose plant is a very sensitive plant and a little change can trigger many problems. So here, if your rose soil contains any type of pest or fungus, nothing gonna work. The pest or fungus keeps on weakens up the plant from inside, making it unable to fight the infection. If your soil mix is hard and compact, this can also cause a stress condition on the rose. And in result, it not only shows dieback symptoms, but number of other problems appears as well. So to make the soil of your rose plant livable, you can do two different things. One is to make the soil pest and fungus free, and other thing is to completely change its soil. Changing the soil is not a good choice because this thing involves a temporary stress on the plant. But if you are planting a new rose and if you wanna make sure the soil is good enough, then it's better to dry out the whole soil in the sun for a few days. This thing works as a complete sterilization of soil. Without any moisture, pests, fungus and insects all are unable to survive. About making the existing soil better, you have to use a fungicide in it. For example, neem cake powder can be used as a pest and fungus removing agent. Only 1 to 2 tablespoons of neem cake in a 10 inches pot of rose plant is optimum. It also makes the soil loose and well draining. That's another plus point of neem cake. A detailed video on its benefits is linked in the description box, must check it out. The another thing you have to do is to use a pesticide. Pest makes the plant weak and unable to fight the infection, and using a pesticide as a prevention can work really well. And for that you can use neem spray that is very easy to make. Details are added in the description box video, must check that out. First take a deep look of your infected rose plant. If it seems to have any pest or insects, then use the neem spray thoroughly every 2 to 3 days at the evening time. If your rose plant is not attacked by any pest, then you should still use neem spray as it prevents any future attacks. Use once a week all over your rose plant at the evening time. Another very important step in rose dieback treatment is to place the plant correctly. Rose plant is a sensitive plant and can get many problems just because of a little mistake. So it's better to consider all things. The fungus that causes rose dieback disease have spores everywhere and they can germinate when the environment is ideal. Humidity of 70% for 3 constant days with little darkness can be ideal for the germination of these spores. Once they germinated, the dieback symptom appears. This is because the fungus is now present there to attack. You must have noticed in the rainy days, dieback disease appears very commonly. It's because of these fungal spores. This thing can also happen if your rose planter is placed in a congested environment with less sunlight and more humidity. We have to place our rose planter in a sunny and airy space so these spores wouldn't germinate and don't cause dieback disease. Once you've done all of these things, it's very unlikely to get dieback on your rose plant. But if your rose plant is deficient of nutrition, problems gonna appear sooner or later. So it's better to fertilize your rose plant regularly. Rose plant is a heavy feeder that requires more nutrition than other plants, and a little up and down in fertilization can trigger dieback as well as a number of other leaf problems. Proper fertilization makes the plant stronger and resistant of such infections. So that's why you must focus on this thing. For the fertilizer, you need to give it a powerful fertilizer that you can make at home using some simple ingredients. A video is added here to show you the whole way. Make it and apply it on your rose plant every 10 to 15 days in the growing season.